The home of the common Joe and the common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads. Well. Got some recruiting news. That's right. Old Jordan Renaud, it seems like the defensive tackle from Tyler, Texas. 6'4", 245 pounds, 4-star defensive tackle, has committed to the University of Alabama over those hot Oklahoma Sooners. What does it mean? What can we take from this? Anything? Let's talk about it. Hey boys and girls in sport land, this is the OCF. I'm the outlaw of college football. I'm also on Facebook under Jesse Paul Clark, spelled Jesse without an I. Also on Twitter at OCF Productions. Also, if you don't mind, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you feel a little bit more giddier than that, there's a hard option underneath this video. It says thanks. Click on that hard option. Throw a few dollars in the coffers, get us off this YouTube teat. I'm shaking things up a little bit differently today. I don't normally do recruiting videos, but this one to me was a pretty hot one. Jordan Renaud, who had been leaning to the Oklahoma Sooners for quite some time, decided to actually go with Alabama. Like I said in the lead-up, he's 6'4", 245 pounds, had 66 tackles, 8 for loss, and 2 sacks last year out of Tyler Legacy High School in Tyler, Texas. And the reason why he said he chose Alabama, he was very impressed with the developmental program. And a lot of players have said that I've talked to. I've talked to a few of the new players on campus, the Brockmeyer twins. They said the same thing. And, you know, the Brockmeyer twins, their father and their grandfather and their older brother had all went to Texas. So that in itself, it made you want to know why these players were committing to Alabama over teams that they were leaning to or teams that the whole family went to. And it comes back to the developmental program that Alabama has in place. So going forward, that could be a learning lesson for Brent Venables and Oklahoma and maybe the Oklahoma administration, and maybe getting the developmental program a little more up to speed. Now, he was recruited by Freddie Roach, who has been a real hot recruiter for Alabama. I've been really impressed with Freddie Roach. So Freddie Roach in the future, he might have some, might be a head coaching material one day. Who knows? But Jordan Renaud was ranked number 45 in the ESPN 300. I hate even referencing them, but anyway. Alabama has 16 of the ESPN 300. Now, like I said, he was leaning to Oklahoma. So a lot of people were surprised that he decided to go with Alabama. And they said that he chose Alabama not only over Oklahoma, but Notre Dame, Texas, LSU, and last and least, those USC Skittle shitters out in LA. Once again, Lincoln Riley loses out on a great defensive player. Gee whiz. Ain't that a big old surprise? Now, going forward, what does this mean for Oklahoma? Does it mean that the recruiting is going to slow down? I don't think so. It's just one recruit. We're not going to overreact to it and think that they have finally maybe met their match in the Alabama Crimson Tide and Nick Saban on the recruiting trail. Although it is surprising to me that Jordan Renaud went to Alabama. Because like I said, he was leaning to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was hot. They were the hot team in the summer, the team that everybody was picking. So what Oklahoma can take from this is that, yeah, they're on an upward swing. They're looking like a national contender in the recruiting scope as far as going head-to-head with some of these bigger-name programs like Alabama, Texas, Notre Dame, Georgia, and Clemson. But it also means that Oklahoma is still getting beat out by some of the SEC schools. And what that means to me is that while Oklahoma's recruiting has been great under Brent Venables, he's still got to be able to compete and overcome the SEC teams in recruiting, most notably Alabama. I don't see any problem in the future, maybe Brent Venables getting to that level. But what really impresses me is that if we started the SEC today with Texas and Oklahoma, let's say that this year they went ahead and joined the conference, you know what that would mean? That would mean that the SEC would have Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, and most likely Georgia, and then even at some point probably Tennessee and Texas A&M, all in the top 10 recruiting. So when you get Oklahoma and Texas into this conference, what it means to me, with Oklahoma and Texas already in the top 5 in recruiting without the SEC logo, when they do get that SEC logo, they may adapt and start winning in the SEC a lot sooner than people think. But for now, Brent Venables has made his match on the recruiting trail for now. For now, Nick Saban and Alabama are just a little bit better than Oklahoma. But, like I said, in his first year, really, I mean, he did do the 2022 class, but in his first full year as a head coach in recruiting, you couldn't ask for. But as the old saying goes, there's always someone out there better than you. And that'll give something Oklahoma to strive for. Because for now, Alabama's still better at recruiting than Oklahoma. We shall see how it pans out here going forward for the rest of the recruiting season. And then next year, we'll probably start seeing things really heat up. We'll see exactly where Brent Venables is taking this new upbeat, upswing Oklahoma Sooner program. And we'll see if Alabama and Nick Saban can continue to reign supreme in recruiting and be that one team that can hold off Brent Venables and the Oklahoma machine and the wrath that seems to be coming. And that's all I got to say about that. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.